And our mission here from the very beginning, never going to stop, never going to change, is we transform lives physically, emotionally, and financially. Next slide, please. All right, we are a global health and wellness company. We have been around for 15 years. I know we have many brand partners on here, and if not yet a brand partner, we have many entrepreneurial minded individuals here on this call and understand how large of a feat that is in and of itself. We started in 2009, been here 15 years. We are privately owned and debt free, which I know you understand is also a pretty tremendous feat. We are open in USA, Canada, and the Philippines. We here at Yoli truly know and feel it down to the core of our bones that we have the tiger by the tail. We have our T's crossed, our I's dotted. We have a solid structural foundation, and we are absolutely primed for expansion, which we are going to be diving deep into this evening. Our product development and education is led by our amazing life science team. And we have experienced, time-tested leadership. Every single one of these leaders you see here in these four pictures, these are our founders. And whether you're at the top of the pay plan or if you're just joining us for the very first time, they've been there. They've done that. We are a company that has started for distributors by distributors. And with that, I think I've been admitting many people here. We're going to go ahead and get this kicked off here. Our speaker this evening, he is a friend of mine and a pleasure. I'm super grateful to call him my mentor. He is a phenomenal listener. He's really quite humorous as well. I love his personality, and he's extremely smart, and not only extremely smart, but extremely humble, something that you'll very rarely hear him say actually himself. He is a Stanford graduate. He's been in the industry for just over 3 decades. And guys, he's known in the industry. He's the epitome of an industry legend, guys. He is known in the industry for creating systems, which we're going to be diving into here. But the reason why he's known for creating systems is because they work. They're huge. They have had extremely a large amount of success. And so he's known all around. And so with that being said, please take it away. Our founder, Corey Citron.
Good evening, and thank you very much, Josh, and welcome everybody. We appreciate you hopping on here from wherever you might be watching in from, and we're going to get right into it. We're not going to take that much time tonight. We are going to cover a lot of territory, so we're going to get right into it. I do have a very special guest, but before I get to that, I just want to give you a little bit of background above and beyond what Joshua shared with you all. A few years after we launched, we came out with the Better Body System, the Transformation Kit. And over the past 15 years, we've transformed 700,000 lives with our Transformation Kit, which is incredible. We've impacted so many lives, physically, emotionally, and you're going to find out financially as well. So myself, this is my family, just to share with you a little bit more about myself. Not because my story is more important than yours, but I'm doing most of the talking tonight. So this is my beautiful wife and my 2 kids. This is actually, as some of you world travelers might recognize, in the background, one of the most famous buildings in the world in Barcelona, Spain, called Sagrada Familia. It's been being built for 300 years. It's pretty awesome. And the truth is that I was kind of retired, definitely living my life and, participating in Yoli, but I've been looking for 10 years, ever since we launched the Better Body System and we're able to transform, quickly going on 1 million lives, what that next thing was going to be to take us to that next level. And so the truth is that I literally, even though we were very happy in Spain, because of this incredible breakthrough that you're going to learn about here tonight, moved my family back to the United States to put the gloves back on, get back in the ring, and make sure that we take this next technology out to the marketplace and transform millions and millions and millions and millions of lives. And that's what this call is actually about, because everybody aspires to feel better, live long, healthy life. They say you can have 100 problems, financial problems, relationship problems, job problems, until you have one health problem, and then you only have one problem. So, if you take a look at what's happening in the United States, this is in very much contrast to Spain and many other places around the world. We're not doing so well. Chronic disease is prevalent in the United States. 6 out of every 10 people, adults in the United States, suffer from some form of chronic disease. I heard today that when everybody remembers COVID, even though we're a very small percentage of the world population, maybe a couple percentage points, 16% of the deaths during COVID happen within the United States and probably North America, actually. And the reason why is because we are very sick. There's so many reasons for that. A lot of it has to do with our diet. A lot of it has to do with what we put into our body, but also what we don't get into our body. And what I'm going to cover tonight, because I obviously don't have time to get into the background of all these different chronic diseases, I'm going to focus in like a laser beam on 2, because these are the 2 that affect the vast majority of people in this country. Number 1, heart disease. That's the number 1 killer in North America today. Heart disease. It used to be cancer. It's now heart disease. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm going to be turning 55 in a week, and I have people all across my age demographic, family, friends that are having heart attacks, young, like in their 50s, even in their 40s. Also, as many of you are probably aware of, dementia is on the rise. In fact, a new study shows that it could very well double in just the next couple decades. So dementia is another huge problem, not just in this country, worldwide, but for some reason, again, it happens to be happening way more often here in the United States. Again, I know many people in my life, unfortunately, that suffer from dementia. And tonight, what we're going to talk about is we're going to be talking about some ways that you can actually prevent it. And obviously, this isn't meant to diagnose or, say we're going to cure anything. I'm going to be talking strictly about research that you can find yourself. You can Google it. You can go onto some of our websites here at Yoli and you can research it yourself. But I'll tell you what, when I do go to the doctor, and perhaps when you go to the doctor, they do prescribe a lot of drugs. But there's one nutritional product that they always tell me to take. One of the reasons I definitely have high cholesterol in my family. But as I talk to people all across the country, I find it the same story, is that doctors believe in omegas. They believe in fish oil. And I didn't take it, even though my doctor told me to take omegas. But ever since I started to uncover all the different research that supports why we need to be taking omega-3s. And also, I also discovered an FDA-approved test that you're going to learn about tonight that can share with you if you're deficient. So what I'm going to do right now, actually, before I introduce our guest, is I'm going to play a very short video for you. This is one of the world's foremost experts in omega-3 research. His name is Dr. Bill Harris. He founded a company called OmegaQuant, which we are now partnered with. They are the ones that have this FDA approved test, and they are the ones that have published many studies in many different journals across the world. And I'm going to let you hear. Now, I'm not a doctor, my dad is, but I am not the expert. I want to share with you literally the worldwide expert in omega-3 research, Dr. Bill Harris, and what he has to say to give everybody a little bit of background. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. It's just a couple minutes, and then I'll come right back on here.
Omega-3 fatty acids are a family of fats and oils that are part of our diet. They are found almost exclusively in marine life. Omega-3 fatty acids have been the topic of research for many years, up to 60 years now. Ever since the beginning discovery of omega-3 fatty acids as being good for the heart. Since that time, omega-3 fatty acids have been one of the most studied molecules in medicine, probably the 5th or 6th most commonly studied molecule in the whole history of medicine. So that's huge. The brain is one of the richest organs in omega-3 fatty acids in the whole body. The brain itself is very rich in omega-3, particularly DHA. And so that's been an area of very intense research over the years. Our laboratory has done a lot of work recently on omega-3 and dementia, particularly Alzheimer's disease. And we found that people who have the highest omega-3 levels have the lowest risk for developing Alzheimer's disease or overall dementia over time. And that's based on a lot of research showing that people that have levels that high typically have better brain health, have better heart health, they live longer, they have less joint pain. So we like to use the omega-3 index, the red blood cell, EPA and DHA level, as the marker of your level of omega-3 in your body. Optimal level of omega-3 in the red cell and omega-3 index of 8% or higher is a great place to hit. It's uncommon, maybe only 3 to 5% of Americans at this point have an omega-3 index at 8% or higher. One of the most remarkable things we've discovered in our research is that the omega-3 level, the omega-3 index, is a stronger predictor of risk for bad heart outcomes, shorter life, earlier death, than even a risk factor like cholesterol. We think cholesterol is an important risk factor for heart disease, but we think the omega-3 index is even more important to know. One of the most common questions we get is, what's the best way to test your omega-3 level in your body? But you really don't know if you're getting the right or the optimal amount unless you test it some way. We developed a blood test that we call the omega-3 index, and that is a measure of the amount of EPA and DHA, the two long-chain marine omega-3s. It's the level of those two fatty acids in red blood cell membranes. And the level of omega-3 in those cells tells us a lot about the overall systemic omega-3 level.
By far and away, the most important supplement that I recommend are omega-3s. Yolei's Omega Plus is best in class. They provide you with the perfect amount of omega-3s in the most bioavailable form, which is the triglyceride form.
But you really need to test your omega-3 level.
All right. So that was Dr. Stuart Porter, and he is a part of the Life Sciences Board here at Yoli. And you're probably wondering right now, if you haven't already done so, well, what's my omega-3 score, right? And it's very simple to take this test. Again, it's an FDA-approved test. You can take it in your home. This is it right here. It comes in a small little box like this. It's a very simple two-step process. You measure, it takes a couple minutes, and then you take our product that we're going to share with you here in just a couple moments, and you retest. And what's beautiful about this is after about 60 days, okay, it's going to increase even higher after 120 days, but what we found is after 60 days, your score is going to increase dramatically. And I'm going to share with you a little study case that we did here at Yoli prior to launching it to everybody else. And we actually guarantee the results. So you take the test, you take the product, 60, 90, 120 days, and your score will increase, guaranteed, or actually your money back. So this is actually a picture of Dr. Harris, who came to our recent conference where we launched this system with the test kit and the product. Again, we have partnered with OmegaQuant. Dr. Harris comes on our calls. He's very much a part of what we're doing. And our mission really here is to take this test out to the marketplace, because as you do study the research, you can find you can add years to your life. You can prevent all sorts of different things that are going to happen to all of us if we live long enough, God willing. And what we did is we had a small test group that we put on our product back prior to launching. And the results were absolutely incredible. I actually put the results right here on the screen. The average increase after 6 days was about over 3%. And so most people, as you saw here, are in a very high risk area, around 4%. In fact, 90% of Americans, as you heard, are deficient in omega-3. And a lot of people also hear about the ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. A lot of times they may test that, talk about that rather when you go to maybe your chiropractor. And the beautiful thing is, as your omega-3 index score goes to 8%, it also balances that ratio of your 3 to 6s, the 6s being all those. There are some omega-6s that are healthy, but a lot of them are unhealthy, like a lot of the seed oils and a lot of the processed foods. And so what happened was we put 50 people onto the product, And I'm just going to bring on a gentleman because this is really interesting that was part of our test group. Again, this was 50 people. Every single person improved their scores across the board. And what we found was, is that there's a lot of people out there, because it is a very popular supplement for a good reason. Even those who take an omega-3 supplement, 70% of them, 70% of them are also deficient in omega-3. When you think about that, that's pretty crazy. So the gentleman you see here in the middle, Mr. Christian Bunye, are you on the line with us, my friend?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Corey. I'm here.
Hi, Christian. How are you? Now, Christian, why don't you share with everybody a little bit briefly? This is a picture from an event we did a couple weekends ago in Tucson, wherein your beautiful wife live with your family. And it was incredible. I mean, it's hard to convey to people how exciting this is if you're just watching in a Zoom in your house and you're hearing about it for the first time, or maybe you've heard about it, until you get into a real life environment and you see the excitement to test. There was 22 people that left that event getting tested. But let's talk about your results first, Christian. Tell everybody a little bit about your background. I know you're a pharmacist, and you would think that someone with your background, anyways, I won't steal your thunder. Share with everybody what happened when you took the test and what you realized.
Yeah, thank you. I am a pharmacist by profession, and I'm a big believer of fish oil for a long time. In fact, I was taking a brand that I won't mention for about 2 years. And when Yoli asked me, you want to be part of the test group, we'll test you. I'm like, yeah, I'll get a high score. I tested, and lo and behold, I had a 4-point-something%. So I was within that range of average Americans. It was very low. And so I started taking the Omegas Plus, and I tested again in 60 days. And right away, my score went up over 6%. And actually, I tested again after 2 months from that, and now I'm over 8%. I'm sure I'm about 10% now. I haven't tested again, but 2 months ago I was at 8%.
Now, Christian, this is some pictures I have of the event. It was incredible to see the excitement and the enthusiasm for people who wanted to test. Can you maybe kind of describe what transpired and what's happened since then in your organization?
Yeah. So we planned this like long ago. 2 months ago is when we planned this event, and we were just so excited about testing everyone. And so actually went up to 25 people. We tested 25 people, and it was very exciting because everyone was excited to find out what their score was. We overnighted it, and we did get the results. And out of the 22, I think, that have reported to us, only one was over 8%.
Wow,
and everyone
I didn't
else,
hear that yet. Okay.
Yeah. And there were a few of them that were just at 2%. And
what?
So now we're just following up with, yes.
Wow.
On average, I think the rest were like at 3%. So a few of them have purchased the Omega Starter Kit already, because now they want to get to that number, because we show them all the benefits of being 8 to 12%. And a lot of them are excited to be on the Omegas Plus.
Now, Christian, I'm a little remiss here because I should have put on a before picture of you and your beautiful wife, Angie, because you also got some incredible results on the transformation kit. Just briefly share what happened to you on that.
Oh, yeah. So 4 years ago, I was in pain, overweight, God, pretty much all my life, like 26 years of my life. And we were introduced to Yoli. I did a transformation kit, and I lost almost 30 pounds doing the transformation kit. So ever since then, I've lived a healthier lifestyle using the Better Body System. And now with the Omegas Plus, I'm just, completing the overall transformation for my health. Yeah.
Awesome. And this is your wife's, this is Angie's results. She went from a 6.6 to 10.8. And she also had a transformation, didn't she?
She did. We have, so I'll let you all know, we have 4 kids, and it was a struggle for Angie to lose that, that last baby weight she had. Just imagine, I'm 6'1" and my wife is 5'1", so she had to carry giant babies. and the transformation really did help her.
That's awesome, Christian. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. I know that
Thank you. Thank
you
you.
guys are really excited out there. And it's so easy when you take a look, you really do get what you pay for. So many, and I'm going to share with you a couple of little tricks here to get people's interest. It's so easy to share this product. In my 30 years, the reason why I came back from Spain is because I saw the magnitude of what we're launching into the marketplace. These are just a couple popular brands at Costco and Walmart compared to our Yoli Omegas Plus. And again, you truly do get what you paid for. And as a result, it's just absolutely taken off. These are smaller little satellite test don't guess parties that are happening across North America. I think this one was in Jacksonville. We did another one in Utah where we had, I think, 35 people test. And this is just a small smattering. People are doing it in larger events. They're doing smaller events. This is a dentist here, Maria, who's testing. I mean, it's just absolutely taking on a life of its own. And Joshua mentioned towards the beginning that I have enjoyed a lot of success in this profession. And the reason why I've enjoyed so much success is because I understand that you've got to get in front of trends, not fads, but trends to be successful. It gives you that extra ammunition to if you're interested in building business, if you're interested in a physical or emotional transformation, that's great. And I'm going to transition here a little bit to the financial transformation. And, you know, at-home testing was shown by McKinsey, which is one of the largest consulting groups in the world, to be the #1 trend defining the $1.8 trillion global wellness market in 2024. So our FDA-approved omega-3 test is right in that trend. Nobody knows about it. We're the first ones in North America, literally in this space, to bring it out to the marketplace. And to me, one of the things that's so exciting, and I don't know about you, but there's so much hype out there in the marketplace. There's so many products that don't have the research that omegas have. You know, they might be like exciting, but there's actually no substance to them. And I'm going to show you 2 quick examples. This, you're supposed to take a couple drops and you're supposed to lose weight. Does that picture look doctored to you or what? And the picture, I think, to your right is some sort of a patch that you're supposed to put on your body and have some sort of electromagnetic frequencies. I don't even know what the heck they're talking about. My point is this, is there's a lot of people out there that are looking for real solutions to improve their health. They're sick of the hype. They're sick of the smoke and the mirrors. They're sick of the money games. And so this is something that on top of the transformation kit has tremendous substance. And as a result of that, you can see in just the first 120 days since we launched it, the chart is going like at a 45-degree angle there, and we're just truly getting started. In fact, when we look back at what happened with the Better Body Transformation Kit, when we launched that, you can see the same type of trajectory, and that explosion ended up creating a significant wave that, my gosh, I don't have time to invite all the people on here who had their lives not just physically, but financially changed through that wave. But this is why I came back from Spain. And one of the things when I came back from Spain, where things are quite cheap compared to the United States, is I realized that the most expensive vehicle to operate is the shopping cart. And we talk about physical diseases like, you know, heart disease and Alzheimer's and cancer, but I'll tell you another killer disease. It's called inflation. Inflation is a killer disease that affects every single one of us. And so what I'm also super excited to share with everybody tonight is a system that we've created around this FDA-approved test, around these products, to take it out to the marketplace so that if you're at home, you're looking to do something, you're looking to get ahead, maybe you want to make a couple $100 extra a month, maybe you want to make a couple extra $100 a week, maybe you want to make a couple few thousand extra dollars a week, you can do that with this system. And this system that we've created is something that anybody can plug into. I'm going to get a little bit into it. I'm not going to give you all the details because I want to respect your time. But we have taken the time. We've done the heavy lifting. All you have to do is plug into the system and duplicate what we're doing. This is what timing is all about. Timing and positioning is everything in the marketplace. You can see in 2024, 700,000 lives transformed. By the end of this year, we're looking to transform 1 million lives. And after that, the sky is the limit. There's literally no limit to what we can do with this test. We are the only ones in the space that has this test from OmegaQuant in the United States. It's the #1 laboratory in the world. And as I mentioned, it's so easy to share. If you're watching this, you take Omegas, maybe you don't, maybe you want to introduce this, probably like most people, to a few people you're thinking about right now. All you have to do is let these simple tests do all of the selling for you. These tests literally are the secret to creating that physical and financial transformation. If you just simply ask people if they take Omegas, what their omega-3 index score, they're going to look at you cross-eyed like they don't even know what you're talking about. But if they're taking Omegas, you can ask them, hey, how would you like to find out if they're actually working? And I could have 10 people on here, I don't have time, that would tell you that's exactly what they did. And by simply asking these very simple questions, of course, anybody who's interested in their health and well-being are going to want to get tested. And as you heard from Christian, and as you see by this map right here, again, it's red in the United States, which means 99% of the people you test are sorely deficient. And then at that point, all you need to do, you don't need to be an expert. The test does the selling. And then the video that you watched right now, you get a website with that video on it. And then there's another part of the video, which is me, explaining everything to you so you don't have to do it yourself. Very similar to what I'm sharing with you tonight. And then you just simply play this video for people. It could be in someone's home. It could be meeting up at a Starbucks. And literally, it's like magic. I've never seen something in my 30 years that is as simple to duplicate. And then what we do here at Yoli is we reward you very, very quickly for sharing. In fact, you get what we call a first order bonus, which is 50%. This is a life-changing bonus. As people come in as a customer or as a brand partner, we take that first order, 50%, we give it to you. That could equal hundreds or thousands of dollars very, very quickly. And if you enroll simply 2 people that decide to get on these products with you, whether it's our Omegas Plus or our T-Kit or any number of other incredible products, life-changing products that we have, just 2 people and your monthly product comes to you free every single month. It's the most generous pay plan that I've ever seen. And you can escalate that after 30, 60, 90 days. What happens is people share more of the test kits, they play more of the videos, and it duplicates from person to person, from city to city, from state to state. We have tremendous support and training for you. We've got a Saturday morning training with some of our top leaders that, because this is a business of sharing and caring, we actually, unlike a corporation where you want to keep it from everybody else, we actually get paid more. The more we help you, the more we help you succeed. That's why we love this great profession. We've got a Facebook page. We've got a marketing asset that we give to you so that you don't have to explain anything. We have all the tools in place. And as you get started, you can see you can get started with 1 test kit and 1 bottle. But what most people decide to do is they come on board with what we call our Omegas Plus Starter Kit, which is a test kit and 4 of these bottles. It's a tremendous savings. It's $159. It has you covered. And again, you have the best in class product with a tremendous amount of high quality omega-3s in a superior bioavailable form, like you heard from Dr. Porter. It's sustainably sourced. And so we strongly suggest that minimum you get started. So again, it's guaranteed. You take the test, whatever your score is, we guarantee that it's going to increase, or of course, your money back. We also have what we call our Balanced Starter Kit. This is a combination of 3 of our most popular products, 1 being the Omegas Plus. We also have our Passion product, which is a natural energy product. It tastes delicious. It gives you clean energy throughout the day. I don't know anybody who doesn't fall in love with this product. There's 8 different flavors. It's just over $1 per serving. If you're looking to replace coffee or some of those high sugar energy drinks, this is perfect for you. As you're going to hear also, when you take the Passion, there's a lot of B vitamins in it, and it works synergistically with the omegas. If you Google omegas and B vitamins, you'll see how incredible those two products are together. And then, of course, the Balance Starter Kit includes our Pure, which is our probiotic product. Health begins in the gut. There's a tremendous amount of research, again, around why you want to be taking these 3 products. There's just a couple of the bullet points there. And then we've got, for those of you that want to also, in addition to a physical transformation, create a financial transformation, we have our brand partner enrollment kits. And you can simply get back to the person who invited you to watch this presentation, and you can see that we've got a few different places or levels to get started. I always say, choose whichever level best meets the combination of your ambition and your pocketbook. The most important thing is that you do get started. There are advantages to getting started with more product than less product, but the most important thing here is to position yourself, because the timing here, being the first in North America to take this technology, this really is a biotech breakthrough that normally goes to pharmaceutical companies. But in this case, because of the type of marketing vehicle we are, instead of paying the money out to the stockholders and the pharmaceutical companies, we actually reward you for doing something you're going to do anyways, which is take the test, get on the products, and share your result with those people you love about. And I can't even begin to tell you, as I travel across the country, I was in New York City this last weekend, in Utah, prior to that in Tucson, prior to that to Chicago, Fort Wayne, Indiana. I find that people are the same everywhere. They want to improve their health. They want to share it with their friends and loved ones. And almost everybody, once they find something they believe in, want to share that financial opportunity, whether it's to get their product for free or make a few $100 extra or a few thousands, or believe it or not, we've had people that have literally quit their jobs, built the homes of their dreams, and the sky is the limit. And so I just wanted to give you a very brief overview of this. You're more than welcome to get back to the person who invited you to watch this presentation to get more of the details, but it's a very simple concept. You take the test, you find your results, you modify your behavior by just simply taking 2 capsules a day, and within 60 days, your score improves dramatically, and you can decide if you want to just share that. And I can promise you, it's impossible to keep your mouth shut once you experience the results. And by the way, we didn't get into all the incredible physical transformations that take place, from eye health to skin health to energy to sleep, that take place once you get an incredible bioavailable source of omega-3s in your body from biomarkers. I mean, I strongly urge you to just Google it. You can go third-party objective information, has nothing to do to Yoli, and you'll see that if there's one product that you were to take in your life, it is omegas, and it's something that you'll never ever want to stop taking. And what's beautiful about that is, as you go out there and introduce it to other people as brand partners, not only do you earn that upfront bonus, but you earn residual income every single time people continue to order not just this product, but our other products like Passion and Pure and Collagen and all the other incredible products. You actually create a residual stream of income that follows you for the rest of your life. And we have people who have been earning residual income for 15 years because of the power of these products. Once you get on these products, you're never going to want to get off of them. So that's really it. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen so I can see everybody a little bit more. But you are here at the very beginning stages of growth here. And again, I just want to thank you for indulging us for this last half hour or so. And I wanted to invite you to join our mission for greater health and wealth for those of you that have that in you. And Josh, thanks for the introduction. Christian, thanks for joining us. Thank you, everybody else, for joining us this evening. We love you guys, and we'll see you at the top. Have a great evening. Have a great evening. Good night.